evidence. It's gonna show, dude. I'm gonna scare the shit out of Gage. Like you don't understand.
All right, we're
Is
recording. Okay, we're good.
all right,
Hello,
all right.
everybody. Welcome to the interview. Midnight, my cameraman, and also my friend and partner in this type of scenery.
What's good, y'all?
And we have Fang here. We're just waiting on
Multi-
Multiverse Sonic.
yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I went zoned out a bit. Anyways, so uh,
Uh,
you want to start us off?
hold on. Give me a second. I will start us off soon. Let me get some water, and I'll be right back.
All right, but we're gonna do Ooh, excuse moi. Sorry about that, fellas. Yawning. Anyways. So we're gonna go off with normal questions for the day. How has your day been?
I mean, it's been hotter than shit. I mean, I worked outside for 8 hours in a fire resistant monkey suit in 93-degree heat with the heat index making it feel like 101 degrees. Came home, got my son to take a nap after eating dinner. Wife left for work. Can't complain.
How
Hello, everyone.
How about you
I'm back,
guys?
yeah.
and I'm ready
I've
to
been
start the
well.
interview. Yeah.
I've been well. Now, how's your day been? Since
It's
I
been good. It's been good. All right, I'm in my chair. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. I
Multiverse
eating
Sonic said
ramen
give him a
today.
moment. He's got to go grab some drinks and stuff and wake himself fully up because he just woke up. So
All right.
he'll be here. He just needs a second. So
All right.
we can go ahead and start the interview with me if you guys would like.
All right, let me get my ass into interview mode. All right, so today here, folks, everyone, I'm sorry that I had to take a little AFK mode to get some water, but today I have a very two special guests. One will be here soon. Oh wait, never mind. All
See,
right,
there he is.
why don't y'all introduce yourselves to my audience? Uh, Real quick, because hold on, my brother's in my room.
Uh,
All right, I'm back. I just got rid of him. Give me a second. All right. Hello, Multiverse Sonic. It's me, Midnight. I know we had our beefs in the past, but we're putting that aside. I would like to introduce.
I would like to address the the stuff that you've said after we get done with the main priority.
Yes, I would
also
love to
well
answer any
also
questions you have.
also Multi, you sound like a bit far away from your
Just woke
mic.
up. Sorry. Give him a
Yeah,
moment.
no, no,
That
no, 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 no,
that
no, 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 no. He sounded a bit far away from the mic. I swear. I'm not kidding.
no, he
that's
he really did. I heard
I'm
it too.
using my phone. That's why. I
That's
Oh
literally
okay.
yeah.
woke up
Okay.
Yeah,
like
I
I
see.
literally
All right.
woke up
yeah.
like 30. I woke up 30 minutes ago. So I
All right, so let's get started off with the Gage questions. How long was it when Gage was trying to get in contact with you when all this started?
well, truth be told, that it didn't really start with me. It started with the because like I wasn't told about Gage at all. I only like saw him for like brief moments in my in the Multiversal Warrior server. He didn't join my server. He only joined the Multiversal Warrior server. But what what he would put on his status every fucking time, because like every every point that he has made saying that like like Fallen started all this, while while that may be true, the fact that Fallen started, but the anger started with Gage. And, you know, Fallen basically was calling Gage out on his behavior because he put on his statuses saying, "Oh, well, I want to be Multiverse Sonic so badly. Boo fucking who?" And then that's when he started to, you know, when he was called out on it by Fallen, that was when it all started. He basically got all pissy and threw a fucking 12-year-old fit about the whole thing. And then that's when he messaged him on TikTok, putting out a quote unquote apology. And then that's when he just started to tell Fallen that they
You
should
don't
kill
listen to the
themselves.
goddamn button.
Oh, oh
I'm
shit.
sorry, my brother just came in. There's a fucking Negro in there for you. Sorry, my brother just came in. Continue. Does his brother
So
can't get a job?
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Multiverse Sonic here said. Um, Basically, from word of mouth of Gage and those that are viewing Midnight's video of this interview, feel free to come check out my channel. And I'm not using this as a plug. My channel will have a full exposure video on Gage, including a confession, which also brings up this topic that we're talking about at this very second. And so you can come check that out. You don't have to subscribe or like. It's not a plug, but my channel will have that video with all the evidence that I've gathered with the help of my team that I work with, and it'll go through in detail. The only thing you will not find in the video are names or profile pictures, stuff like that. I will be blurring those just for the sake of the victims that have come forward to me on the issue to help me get this. But that also said, I will also be posting a confrontation video to go along with it. And that same video, it'll all be one, and it'll go through screenshots. It'll go through timestamps of other videos that I have posted but are unlisted that show him being more of a creeper. Um, and on top of that, at the very end, it'll show the confrontation I had with part of my team there, and it'll just actively show how much he has done to mess this up. And he himself said that the beef has kind of been drawn out by him. Like he started it with the anger and he tried to blame trauma, which is a typical predator response. Usually it's like, oh, I did it because I have trauma, or oh, I did it because I have DID when they don't. Um, that's at Evo Sonic, by the way, because he faked that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, or they'll say like, "Oh, it's happened to me in the past, so I'm just acting out of what I know," and that's also not an excuse, especially when you're 27. Actually, he's 28 now. His birthday just passed.
Oh,
Uh,
yesterday?
Oh shit.
no, it just passed. It was the 9th, I want to say.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So I'm gonna ask a serious questions now. When this brought up my attention, when people contacted me, I was trying to figure out what happened between the present time and later throughout the whole how he got mad at you. I saw the videos. I was wondering, did y'all say something? Did y'all provoke him, or did what happened between that time?
Oh, I never provoked him. Never.
No,
He only
Gage
provoked.
is
He only.
delusional.
Yeah, yeah. So to put into perspective here, after he made a couple videos, shit talking me, saying he starts accusing me of using my friends, using my me not caring about my supporters, me not doing this, me not doing that, and all of it is just not true. All of it is not true because he refuses to provide any evidence for it. And then after those videos were released, he comes to me on TikTok and he tries to quote unquote apologize to me. But let it be known that there is one thing that you should never do when apologizing to somebody. Because when you do this, you are excusing your own actions, and the apology is not sincere. So, what happened was that he starts pulling the I'm sorry, but card, saying, I'm sorry, but this, that, and the other, and saying, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, but your friends kind of deserved it for how they treated me and all that stuff, like literally excusing what he said. And then I was telling him and there was no insults that were flown, like absolutely no insults, saying um how there was a point where I said that if he was actually sorry, that he would remove those videos and then that be the end. And then I reminded him that he should restart his apology, saying that he's actually sorry, because if he puts the word but in his apology, he's just trying to excuse his own actions. And then that's when he puts a whole fucking essay saying how much of a bad influence I am, how egotistical I am, how like narcissistic I am, and that I should kill myself.
Okay. Okay, I have another question. So during that time, I heard a lot of people tell me, "Oh, he has threatened Fallen," and I came to Sally. I'm like, "What's going on? What's happening?" Because I'm good friends with Sally. Um, she told me that Fallen's getting threatened or being having people backlash at him. I was like, "Do you want me to step in?" She told me no because she knew you, and I was like, I could put that to a side by that point. Because if someone's having to have to put their time out of the way to assess the drama, that will be me. I put the forth of putting my hatred to the side and helping out people with drama.
That's commendable. I'm gonna say that now. That's commendable. So props for that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a real mature thing. Um,
And
No,
Yeah.
also,
that
oh,
no,
sorry.
I'm gonna have Star take over because I need to eat. I have not eaten anything all day.
And
boy, what
also
the hell
to
are you
say,
doing? Go eat.
and also to say the least, though, even if things get rough, Midnight will come to me, and I will step in just to help out with anybody else, see if what else is gonna go wrong. But damn, I'm really sorry for what's been going on with fucking Gage and everything. But I've been looking through his channel and everything else like that. He brought up your name in one of his. Hold on, here. Let me just.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
he
I
brought
know.
up.
I've
Yeah,
been looking at
the
his channel. I've been looking at it. All those like sexual
yeah.
harassment posts that he's been putting around about me, like saying how like
No,
I'm his
he
hubby.
called you. No, no, no. He deleted basically the stuff that
He
like
deleted
just to cover.
everything.
Yeah, just to like to cover up everything on his tracks, and the next put down, and I quote, "At Multiverse Sonic is my hubby."
Yeah, yeah, that's what he put. And he also said
Hell
that if there
yeah.
was like there should be a female multi-sonic and all that stuff. And he
Or
also
he
said,
said he wondered what it would be like if someone drew him and Multiverse Sonic kissing, and then he did the stupid ooh woo thing where he's like trying to be a pick me girl, like type
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and it's just
That
wrong.
that that
Also,
kind
I'm
of
a
was
voice
disturbing.
impressionist. That's why that sounded so good. Just letting you know, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. Sounded to me when I looked at it. I got pinged from my old buddy Star here. He pinged me in the middle of the night saying, "Come look at this." I looked through that channel, and all I almost threw up in my mouth. I'm sorry. I had to say this. I almost threw up in my mouth.
That's
yeah,
all right though, man. Because
but
Gage said Gage deleted all this shit to try to cover his tracks. Well, if he watches your videos, which is possible, and he sees
He
this,
he probably
just
doesn't
know
watch my
this:
videos at times. It's probably
I
his
think.
little
Well,
hacker
actually,
friend
no.
that he so calls, but that doesn't really hack.
Actually,
it's
now
all good.
now if you think about it, I actually saw somebody named Gage back then saying they're powerful and shit back then, like ages ago, like a year ago,
That
and
was
we
him.
Yeah,
roasted.
so
That was
Yeah,
him.
that was him. Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I kid you not.
ugh,
Yeah, we
but
Shit, man.
roasted the hell out of him. No, no,
there
no. I
was
kid you
like
not. Yeah.
there was so like so like what other like questions you got for me? Because like I'm willing to answer anything.
Um.
To say the least, we need to know anything else about Gage that he has done, let alone on your
Oh,
side,
oh,
so we can have a good understanding.
he has accused me of a lot of things. He's accused me of sexually assaulting his mother. He's accused me of hacking into his internet, hacking into his headset, hacking into his Wi-Fi, and everything like that. That I installed.
Going to his
That I
house to install security cameras and mics,
Yes, yes. He said that I did all of that,
drugging his food.
and the only thing that he said when it comes to quote unquote evidence is because God told him to.
So
Okay,
he's
now that's where I
acting
draw the
religious.
line. You don't bring Jesus Christ into this damn drama situation.
So he's acting religious now. What the fuck?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here's the thing
Yeah,
with that too.
he literally, like, there have been multiple people who have questioned him about his quote unquote religious beliefs and saying how, like, if he's actually a believer in God, then he would know that inciting death upon. Now, I'm not religious myself. I'm not, but I used to be Catholic back in the day. I was Catholic, so I would know this kind of thing. I I know that in
In the
what
Bible, it says inciting death upon another means inciting death upon oneself.
That is
Yes.
true. I do go to church.
Exorcism 2013. Exorcism 2013. That is
That's
what it says.
Exodus is what you meant to say there, Multiverse
Right. Yes.
Sonic.
Yes, my bad. Exodus 2013 says that. What
I'm
what
not religious, but I've studied the Bible because it helps when knowing and dealing with delusional people that try to
so
bring the Bible into this.
Mm-hmm.
people try calling him out on this, saying that God would never force death upon anybody. And Gage goes in and says, "Oh, just because someone's a believer in God does not mean that they have to follow everything that the Bible says." And I'm like, "But you're a believer. That's what you're
Ain't that
supposed to do."
ain't that
Yeah, that's
literally what it says in the Bible? Is those that believe in me shall follow my word as if it was law,
Yeah,
and that is the only true way to know me. And to know me is to gain entrance to my kingdom to be with me for eternity.
that is true.
and
Yes.
and also
He
to say the least, I am a Christian myself, to say the least. So it kind of takes a bit of offensive to me,
And
since
me,
I do
because
go
I
to
do
church
go to
sometimes.
church quite often.
Now,
yeah,
here's
he
another thing he said about not only Multiverse Sonic but Multiverse Shadow.exe and his group Reaper the Hell Rider Hedgehog, all of those
Yeah,
guys. He has called them satanic cultists that sacrifice innocent children to false gods.
yes,
Now,
Yeah,
that is
but
now,
yeah,
yeah.
while he brought that up, here's a little tasty tidbit and a little bit of a sneak preview, if you will, for what
hmm
I'm going to expose in my little video here. Just
hmm
this is just a little bit of insider knowledge, just so y'all can know that I'm not bullshitting. I have his kink list that he posted himself to a forum.
Yeah, I have it too. I have
Mm.
it too.
yeah,
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Fangs
yeah.
provided that.
I heard some of
um,
those.
um, it is 189 plus kinks, and I say plus because he said and more at the end of it, and
What?
none of them are super sane, and one of them is called Osculum Infame. Do not look it up. It is
I
not
don't
good,
want.
I
but I
know
will
what that
tell
is.
you
I
the
know what that
gist.
is because my brother told me about that.
The
Well,
gist of it being, for those watching this recording as it's posted, whenever it's posted, it is a satanic ritual involving sacrificing a child to a false god to summon a demonic entity for sexual pleasure.
This does
He's
not look good on.
literally projecting his own like nastiness onto others to try to use it on them and spread false lies. Upon having his delusions of people breaking into his house and touching on him and his mom and drugging him and putting mics and cameras in his house, and I'm gonna be real here. My wife is a psychiatric nurse. She works in mental health,
Mm-hmm.
and when I explained all of this to her, she said it sounds like this person is a schizophrenic, uh, is a paranoid schizophrenic, meaning
Yeah,
they need
that's what
help.
me and Roland came to the conclusion that he's a paranoid schizophrenic. He's showing all the symptoms of it.
There was this one
And
time he actually told, like, he actually says, people raped him, or somehow his grandma tried to poison him, which I know what poison can take about 2 to 3 weeks, or if it's very specific poison, it'll take about like at least an hour to kill you.
Yeah,
But now he also said that she rubbed something weird that was poisonous on his head as a baby. Babies have weaker immune systems than adults or even teenagers. So it would
Yeah,
have taken even less time to be effective. On
that is
top of
true.
that, on top of that, recently, we're talking like within the past day or so, even might have even been today, he actually doxed his IRL grandma's name on his community posts.
yes,
That is
Yeah.
that,
true.
yeah,
That
we
is
And I
saw
true.
will
We
that.
say
got
this. I
evidence
will
on
say
that.
this. Like people are like he was. See, he's like extremely hypocritical because he thinks that he's the only person that is allowed to shit talk people while everyone else is not allowed. Like he's over here saying that like, oh, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna dox my own grandmother's personal information and all that stuff.
Or
And
also
He
their
just said
legal
her name,
name.
her first and last name. He doxed her first and last
Yeah,
name.
their
That,
whole first legal name, and he thinks we're gonna know who that is.
yeah,
Which I don't know if he's gonna be watching this, but I'm just gonna
and
say this:
to be
no
honest,
one
he
knows
says
who
we're
they
in
are.
cahoots with his grandma, and we don't even know his grandma. To the point of the
Now
I
fact,
don't.
here's another shocker in case he does see this. Um, Gage, if you do see this, and I'm addressing you personally through this, uh, you say you have no police where you are. You have 3 police stations in your immediate area, and one of them's open 24/7.
that's what I was like. If he doesn't have no
Yeah,
police, then the next thing they can do is go to the government. That's either
yeah.
one.
and he says, and he also did say he does not have a government, or let alone any police stations, which that's bullshit.
Well, then
In
he's
many
Again,
probably
ways.
living. He's
trust me.
probably like think about this. Like he's probably living in the world of Mad Max. Like we don't know that.
That is true. That is true.
Well, this ain't no road rage, and it ain't no Jungle Fury Power Ranger type shit that he thinks he's on, being all powerful, all
Oh,
purposeful
oh,
being.
oh, oh. Wait. One other thing. He's also said the N word too with the hard R.
Oh yeah, no, I've been
What?
notified by that. Yeah, no, I've
Oh
been
God!
told about
Hold
He
that.
on,
did.
hold on. I just spit
Not
up my
only
water.
that he deleted
Oh.
the video. He deleted that
Oh
video,
no,
but guess
son.
what, Gage? Guess what, Gage? We
Mm.
got it still.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
Reaper.
Give me a second. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
Midnight,
just spit
you
up my
missed
water.
it.
I just
Yeah,
spit up
Midnight,
my
you missed
water.
that.
Mm.
Okay,
Hold
so
on.
here's so I'm gonna say this. So I was with so Midnight had to go when I was just around with Reaper that one time on one of his live streams. He told me every certain part on each like fucking thing he has done of Gage. He did say the hard R as
Oh,
well.
he
And
did.
also he's also like what, like repeating the entire thing as well at the same time, like repeating the same actions that we're saying right back at us.
Yes.
And he also said something about the not Satanists and Nazis too. I cannot
Oh,
forget.
Even the
that's
yeah.
because he associates everyone that isn't on his side as Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, and he also
And the
told
thing
me
is
and my
that
friends to go to hell.
he has thrown a yelling fit about 2 days ago, talking
Two
about
days.
how all the people that are against him and everything like that will all die a slow and painful death. And if he could, he would have them strapped to a pole and execute them like the Nazis did the Jews in World War II. That is what
Yeah,
he
so
said.
racist. That's like a racist and a hate comment.
So that's a hate crime towards every being on Earth.
That are Jewish.
Well, and also a death threat as well.
That is a
Yeah,
death
death
threat
threat
as
is
well. Oh
no, yeah.
God.
Now we're
And,
gonna
and,
go
and
back
and
further.
if you look at the video, if you look at the video that I just sent, it shows this person covering the time that he said the N word in his video
All right.
before he deleted it, so that no
All
one would
right.
see it.
All right. I will look back over. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. Okay. I will look back over it once this interview is done. Uh, I'm gonna end it off here because my phone is overheating. Because I've been recording for like 24 minutes, and it cannot handle an hour.
And I don't know how to record on this phone, so sorry.
So,
Everybody else,
everyone, thank you all for watching. Go subscribe to Multi. My bad.
You could call me Nick. I don't really
Right,
care.
we can go subscribe to Nick's channel. Go subscribe to Fang's channel, and tune in next time when until I live stream again, because somehow StreamYard being a total asshole today.
do you
So
need to pay for some reason?
yeah, I know. I need to get a job.